Man, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, Domuto. We back with another video. I've been kind of feeling kind of under the weather after the trip. But, yeah, as you can see, I got the dual monitors doing my thing, buddy. Look, so you see me keep looking over here, I'm looking at the other screen. And you know why I got the dual monitors? Oh, yeah, that means we about to start streaming. Or whatever, hey. Suggest what you want me to start doing. You start gaming. I mean, we're going to start gaming, do reactions, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start streaming on Twitch or YouTube, I don't know. Probably both. We're going to do both eventually. So, yeah, I'm ready, man. Let me know. Let me know how y'all feel. Whew. But anyway, today we're watching the Ultra Vegito verse Final Cabba 10 years later. CallMeARJ, you know what I'm saying? We'll be watching right now. We're doing our first reaction with the dual monitors, you know what I'm saying? So we moving up, baby. So, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get into it.
Our story continues with Ultra Vegito finally arriving on the planet of Champa with the help of Whis' staff. Around him, the area can hardly be told apart from the planet of the late Beerus we had all been used to seeing. Ultra Vegito, still in his final form at this point, readying himself for any eventuality on his arrival, immediately begins looking around for his next victim, wondering,
oh damn,
things can never be as simple as just arriving and meeting these gods anymore, can they? What's the deal? Where is that damn Champa and his angel?
Be prepared for you, big dog.
As Vegito continues to look around, it's
Be
clear
for you.
not a soul remains here. No energy traces either. He begins walking around, hoping to see someone fruitlessly until... Is that? Right in front of Vegito in the distance is none other than a pyramid of power. A sight that is all too familiar with Vegito with what it means. As Vegito, at first, stares coldly and comments, so that's their game. Training just like the other gods did to defeat me.
I mean, why not? Why not?
That really all these losers can think of. Before reverting back to base, and now having more of a smile on his face, he lets out with a change in tune. Fine. I guess there aren't too many options to get stronger. But just how much stronger does this obese kitten really think he gets?
Kitten.
That last
we better see
trained for
Slim.
40 years and didn't stand a chance. Maybe this time the angel will be training. I can't see her anywhere. Now that could be interesting. But as time ticks by, Vegito folds his arms, and a dark thought begins to come to mind. But then again, this seems like a massive oversight for them to all be in the pyramid so plainly in sight.
Oh shit.
Universe 7 had Whis guarding. I should really teach them a lesson and blow it up from here. But soon, it seems the thought subsides as calmly Vegito then sits down, crossing his arms and legs as he lets out, no. No matter what, I need Champa and Vados' energy. After hit, I could use a little break anyway. I'll wait for them to arrive and for my fun to finally begin. And with that said, like a baby, Vegito is out like a light, napping in place like a statue, awaiting the god of destruction and his angel attendant to finally arrive for battle. A few hours would then pass, and eventually, just as Vegito had expected, the heavy doors of the pyramid finally then open up, slowly with a thunderous rumble. And out of it, 3 pairs of feet then finally come out.
Oh
with a strangely
shit,
familiar,
they ready.
But deep
Them
voice
niggas
saying,
ready.
as they look out, hey, I told you, he'd be here just on time. these energies? Their arrival, of course, not going unnoticed by Vegito in the slightest, as soon as their feet hit the soil, Vegito's eyes burst open as if awaking from a nightmare. Quickly, his eyes darted in the direction of
sweating now,
what he
Vegito.
senses,
You know what it is,
thinking
Vegito.
inside as he does so, these power levels, they're incredible. But
Tight
this
shit.
isn't God Key. Who the hell could it be? But once his head turns and finally meets with the three mystery assailants, a look of pure shock comes to him as he can only murmur out, Wait a damn second! Aren't you?
Yo.
As shockingly, standing there now after an undisclosed number of years training within the pyramid, the Universe 6 Saiyans, Cabba,
Oh, yeah, them niggas look strong than a bitch.
and Kale are now seen looking noticeably different and noticeably
Oh, that's
old.
Cabba in the middle? I thought that was
Each
fucking
bulkier,
Kale.
as if having been
Oh,
under the most
shit.
strenuous of training regimes, as they walk silently towards their fellow Saiyan. Kefla, as usual being the most cocky of the trio, as expected, is the first to talk. With her hands on her hips,
That's
a smile on her
crazy.
face, then saying,
Oh, shit.
Seems like these two idiots finally figured out who we are. I guess when they combine brains, they're not so slow. Surprised to see us, Goku and Vegeta? Well, the nervous
Aw,
and reserved
bitch.
Kale
Stop doing this.
can only whisper out, They look strong, sis. Are you sure that's them? While Cabba, with the most serious and steadfast stare of the trio, just remains strangely silent. Instead, just wondering to himself, Master, I know the stories can't all be true.
They true, nigga.
Or at least
They true.
there has to be another side. You wouldn't. Not unless you had to. But Vegito, who is almost entertained by their appearance and new looks, immediately begins standing up, raising his body as he stares at the Saiyans and lets out with a smile. Well, I'll be the Saiyans of Universe 6. Now this really is a surprise.
Oh, shit.
I didn't expect Chumper to bring all three of you brats out here. Maybe just that monstrous girl one. But Cabba too, huh? Seems like a bit of a waste to send three runts out to their
Oh,
death.
shit.
But a change in look then comes to the God Killer's face once he realizes, oh wait, actually looking at you now, I guess I shouldn't be calling you runts, should I?
Yeah, you
You
shouldn't.
three look older than me now. The years inside there have not been good to you, kids. I can't believe you'd waste your youth just to fight me, when you could have just stayed completely out of this.
Damn.
We didn't waste anything. But finally, growing an apparent backbone, Cabba reacts angrily to Vegito's words, lifting his fist as he yells out, We'll give up anything if it means stopping you, Master. We trained day and night for years.
You ain't trained long enough, nigga.
Just so we could stop this. So we could stop you. I don't know what happened to make you go down this path, Master. And we don't want to kill you. We just want you to see sense. We know this isn't who you are.
Oh, shit.
But Vegito, on hearing
Oh,
this,
shit.
can't help but
Don't let
close
nigga
his
start
eyes
smiling
and
at you.
smirk.
He's
before
smirking at
replying
you.
very sarcastically, You don't want to kill me. I never took you for a comedian, Cabba, but I guess I should watch my words around you guys. I wouldn't want to overstep the mark and die now, would I? Under the almighty power of you little Super Saiyans.
Sorry.
But as for you knowing that isn't who I am, You never knew me to begin with, kid. Especially not after all these years and things I've gone through. Things I don't care to repeat for the millionth time. Just know you're nothing like me and never will be.
Talk your shit there, Vegeta.
You still even have your home Saiyan planet. I lost that long ago and lost my adopted home straight after that. If you three are Saiyans, then you fight me to the death like your namesakes. But don't you dare come into it thinking you'll ever change my mind. What? And immediately, though now grown, the young boy from before shows itself inside Cabba when he hears Vegito raise his voice with anger. As Cabba momentarily steps back and thinks to himself, sweating, he's changed. The anger in his voice. Is Master and Goku really inside that guy?
Yeah.
As in the background, he can only think of his former teacher, Vegeta. Boring. Enough of your bromance. Let's get this party started. He doesn't want to talk Cabba. He wants to do this the old-fashioned way. As the impatient Saiyan then rummages through her left pocket until... Here they are. It's go time, sis. As Caulifla then pulls out shockingly a pair of black Potara. The same angel-grade Potara that Vegito possesses, that will never diffuse unless taken off. Black Potara? How did you get those? Only explanation is Vados must still be in the pyramid. With Champa. Why aren't they coming out as well? Leaving Vegito not only surprised at the position of the divine earrings, but also now puzzled as to why he's even just facing the Saiyans. But meanwhile, both Kale and Caulifla begin putting on their earrings, readying themselves for one thing only. As Caulifla telepathically talks with her adopted sister. Ready, Kale? Just like we practiced. Let's do it. As Kale typically just says back quietly, whatever you want, sis. I'll win this for you. Good. I can't wait to show everyone our new powers.
Oh, these niggas about to be powering up.
Before eventually, the two female Saiyans' bodies rush onto each other without warning and uncontrollably, meeting at the hips until... It's good to be back. As in the aftermath of a huge bright light, the fused warrior Kefla appears finally for the second time in the series, in her mastered legendary Super Saiyan form, courtesy of Kale, and noticeably bulkier and stronger looking than ever seen previously. As she cockily with her arms folded then says, "Nice to meet you again, old man. Just know this rematch won't go anything like the last time."
Oh, shit.
Kefla. Amazing. But Vegito, seeing this rush of power from the Saiyan, immediately gains a beaming smile, as if having been looking for this challenge the whole time anyway. As with an impressed tone, he comments, "I see. I haven't seen that form in a long while. Seems you've completely mastered it now. Got your emotions in check. I can feel it. Your power is far beyond what it used to be. It's unfortunate. If you hadn't challenged me today, I would have introduced you to a friend of mine."
Oh.
With that said, Vegito then turns his
Big
attention
Broly
to Cabba and calls out brazenly, "And what about you, kid? What progress have you made, young Cabba? You claim to be my student after all, so you better have not let her show you up.
She definitely
What
did,
have you
nigga.
got? Super Saiyan Blue? Ultra Instinct? Show me already. But seemingly triggered and annoyed, Cabba, who at this point can no longer hear or see the master he once knew, just closes his eyes and focuses deeply as he lets out confidently, "No, that's not what I'll be using, Master. I have something the old Mr. Vegeta would have been proud of." And suddenly, almost as soon as Cabba makes this mysterious and ominous claim, suddenly the land of the gods begins to fall apart, as the clouds without warning begin shooting powerful thunder and lightning straight onto the ground below, while the mountains themselves surrounding all begin to shatter like glass and separate. And even from the outside looking in on Chompa's home, the planet itself
What he got?
under the quake of Cabba's words.
What he got? Look like he had like a beast form in the thumbnail, but
Vegito, of course, standing around, notices too, becoming nervous as his surroundings slowly turn to destruction all around him, never having even felt such a strange occurrence before, as he comments, "His energy, I don't know what it is. Whatever he's doing, it's spreading through the entire planet. Cabba, just what did you achieve in there?"
Power, nigga. Power, nigga.
But suddenly, bursting forth even more violently than the surrounding area, is the ferocious roar of Cabba himself, now missing his pupils as his hair begins to mysteriously lose its color, while a never-before-seen white aura coated in red lightning begins to surround his body as if one with it. But even as it seems he has lost control, the voice of Cabba yells out one final time, "I'll make you proud, Master!" Huh? This kid is still thinking of me? Leaving the God-Killer slightly perplexed by just how strong the convictions of the younger Saiyan are, but more so, of course, by the insane energy coming off of him, as not only him, but Kefla too, watch on, needing to cover themselves from the dust and debris. A slightly annoyed face in the meantime, though, finds its way to Kefla, as she lets out, "Damn you, Cabba, what a show-off. Looks
Coming
like
from
he's
you
not
is crazy.
playing around at all. We could have at least had some fun with a warm-up. But this battle is now going to end real damn soon. Now that he's gone into that form. What a killjoy."
Oh, what form is it?
With Vegito listening on nearby, just thinking, "That form? She really thinks whatever he's about to show me will defeat me? Interesting. Very interesting." As from the view of Vegito, we then see the raging aura and clouds of smoke that blow past from the transforming Cabba, while the other fully transformed few Saiyan he must fight lays in wait on the sideline also. And eventually, the transformation ends. The aura which bursts forth dies down, and instead, a thick seal of smoke now covers Cabba, who lays in wait. But as it dissipates,
what you got, Cabba?
small sections of the Saiyan can be seen. First his clenched fist, then his bulked leg, and then finally his cold lower face. All the while, electricity screams through the fog. And finally, when all is revealed, standing tall is now final Cabba, bearing a striking resemblance to a certain teen Gohan, as his hair stands spiked tall in white.
Was this before
like
Beast?
an angel,
That's crazy.
with one extremely long bang out in front. And most remarkable,
Let me find out this dropped before Beast. Let me find out Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super out here copy it. Let me know down below if this come out before Beast.
Into the soul of Vegito, as Cabba let's out simply. Sorry for the wait. I'm not too used to this format, but I'm glad I tapped into it just at the right time. So yes, if you were wondering, this isn't Blue or Ultra Instinct, Master. I call this my final form. Final form? Leaving Vegito nothing short of shell-shocked, having never seen anything like this in all his years. The power coming from it, though not divine, being far above any god or angel he'd witnessed up till now. Leaving him to just wonder, how did this brat achieve something like this before me? As Cabba just looks coldly on and asks, surprised, Master? Maybe once we're done here, I'll teach you. That is, if I don't go too far.
Oh, shit.
This comment, of course, slightly lighting up the mood as Vegito begins to laugh and reply, teach me, huh? You've come a long way from when I first showed you how to become a Super Saiyan, kid. Who knew you even had something like this in you? I've never seen anything like it. But you always were pretty boring in the transformation department. Knowing you, this is the last thing I'd have ever expected from you. But just as Vegito finishes patronizingly saying that, in an instant, in a showcase of unbelievable speed and precision, Final Cabba appears in front of Vegito and says calmly, well, looks like if I don't know you, then you definitely don't know me either.
Damn.
Vegito. As Cabba, then with intense power, slams Vegito across the face so hard that within an instant, Vegito's body is already sent flying far from the young Saiyan, bleeding from the mouth and in complete shock from Cabba's strength. And mid-flight, as his body uncontrollably moves towards a nearby rock face, Vegito can only think, this kid, I need to find out whatever this is and make it mine. Until eventually crashing hard onto the mountain, instantly being engulfed within it.
They try to take a nigga
Meanwhile, from afar, having sent the God Killer miles away, Final Cabba remains still covered in aura and red lightning, thinking, looks like Lord Chumper was right. This power is too much for even him. Don't get cocky with me, brat! But almost as if hearing Cabba's own thoughts, Vegito immediately explodes from the mountain, yelling at the top of his voice as blood from his mouth begins to evaporate off from the heat of his rage, now surrounded in a yellow aura and blue lightning as he enters his Super Saiyan 2 form. But as still confidently smirking Kefla in the meantime just looks on saying, since when did this become about just you two? You know you still have me to get through, don't you? Don't underestimate me. Stay out of this, weakling. You'll get your chance soon. First, I want to see what young Cabba can do. Defiantly raising his energy even more as he stands staring at Cabba and not even sending as much as a glance over at Kefla until... What? Out of nowhere,
you gotta fight both of them niggas, bro. You gotta fight both of them niggas.
Made clear as in the span of a nanosecond, the fused warrior appears docked below Vegito, with her hands gripped on his chest, saying menacingly, listen, I don't think you realize it's not you who calls the shots around here, old man. Die! Blasting off Vegito point blank with a massive column of ki that simply vanishes Vegito as he's sent flying back even further than before. Landing for a monstrous explosion in the distance as Cabba then quickly teleports and arrives beside his fellow Saiyan, still not saying another word. Kefla, though, proud of what she's just done, places both her hands on her hips and with her chest up high says, "Ha ha ha, I can't let you have all the fun, Cabba. This is as much my fight as it is yours. By the way this is going though, doesn't look like there'll be much for us to share. He's way weaker than I thought he'd be."
Don't get too cocky now.
But Cabba, who through the years has grown to not be as naive as the two girls, just says in a serious tone, "No, don't underestimate him, Kefla. You know what Champa has told us, and you know firsthand what those two can really do. This battle is only just getting started.
It is.
Be on guard. He's coming." And just as Cabba had predetermined, bursting forth from the wreckage and smoke once again is Vegito. But this time in a form we hadn't seen yet from him.
Super Saiyan 3?
In his Super Saiyan 3 form this time, but
What?
now surrounded by his signature black lightning too. Before standing up tall once again, this time now looking at Kefla and saying, "I forgot. You always were a bit of a drama queen, weren't you? I guess leaving you out is an impossibility with your patience." Until a smirk then comes across Vegito's face as he remembers. You know what? Come to think of it, back in the Tournament of Power, weren't you two girls pestering me to show you this form and how to do it? Well, how about we have that lesson here and now? Call it a practical assignment. And on hearing that, both Cabba and Kefla then get themselves into fighting stance, as if readying themselves for the inevitable. But while Cabba seems cautious, Kefla looks to him with a smile and says, "He seems like he's done with the games now, Cabba. You think I should spoil the surprise and show him what I can really do?" To which an unfazed Cabba, who seemingly couldn't care less, just responds, "Do what you want. This isn't a game, Kefla. Whoever this guy is, Goku and Vegeta or not, he means business. I can sense he wants to kill." But these comments only serve to excite the ladies, as Kefla then, with a frankly sinister smirk, looks to Vegito and says, "Funny you would remember that now, old man. I guess the dementia hasn't gotten to you just
Dementia,
yet.
boy.
But a lesson now? For what? I asked you to teach me how to become a Super Saiyan 3 literally decades ago. You don't think I learned it myself by now?" And suddenly, in a shock turn of events, Kefla too transforms into a Super Saiyan 3, but of course, her own legendary variant that seems infinitely stronger than any version of the form we'd seen in the past. Thunder and lightning roaring all over her body as her aura forms a ball of spikes surrounding her. Of course, the sight of this and power level sensed, causing Vegito himself to step back in shock.
That's crazy.
As he mutters, "Whoa, you've got to be kidding! I knew these kids improved fast, but this is unreal!" As immediately, final Cabba and Super Saiyan 3 Kefla then stand their ground, in stance and staring at Vegito, ready to begin the Saiyan battle of all Saiyan battles, while Vegito, now readied in stance himself, is left just to smirk and let out finally. Looks like this will be a whole lot more fun than planned. Bring it on, punks! But that was it for today's video, guys, and if you made it this far,
hey, that was a fire chapter. I ain't gonna cat with y'all, bro. Look, them niggas came out powerful than a bitch. I ain't gonna cap. Like, damn, I was not expecting all that. Them niggas, Cabba, Kefla. Let me know, this was this before Beast? Because this came out before Beast. Hey, CallMeARJ. Them niggas owe you money, bro. Them niggas owe you money. I ain't gonna cap. But it is what it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Check out the last chapter right here. Check out another video right here. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.